Don't forget to join us at Friday 8 p.m. for Theme Park Chat. Hi everyone. Hi, it's Ryan's Adventures. Sorry, obviously it's not Friday. It's Thursday today. But obviously we're going to bring in some guests. But obviously I had to reschedule for today. But that's okay. Sorry, I've been away for a while. I've just started a new job, so I had to start that. And yeah, so So without further ado, I just want to bring in amazing. He's an amazing artist as well. So we're going to bring them in.
Hello.
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 Hiya. How are you?
Hi. I'm good. How are you?
Hi. I'm good. So I just wanted to start off basically how was you originally on Instagram first and then YouTube, or?
So originally we were on Instagram and we were kind of Disney based. So it all started during the lockdown. And we started on Instagram doing things like that. Scott's art was just starting out as well. And then we're kind of evolving into YouTube as well.
Yes. Yeah. So all right. So obviously, so what are you mainly focused, like obviously Paris based, obviously, like Disneyland Paris and stuff like that? Do you go there a lot then, or?
So Disney is Paris home park for us. We have been to Florida. I've been 3 or 4 times. You've been twice.
Sorry. Alexa, stop.
You've been twice or 3 times as well, haven't you?
I've been twice. So we usually go to Disneyland Paris, but we've only ever vlogged there once. That's because our YouTube, we didn't know what we were doing with it the first time we went. We didn't really have YouTube then. And then the second time we went, we did vlog it. And
I picked up on what sort of things to vlog and stuff.
Yeah, and I think that trip is what kind of led us to realize what we wanted to do with our YouTube channel as well.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, because
obviously during lockdown it was all. Yeah, sorry. So during lockdown, it was obviously just all Disney vlogs, but it wasn't like Disney based and theme based. It was all just like quizzes or reimagining different films with different characters, sort of thing. So it was just a sort of bit of mixed match of Disney stuff, and then obviously, like Amy said, since the Paris one, we sort of gone on to like theme parks and everything like that. So,
all right, okay, yeah, because obviously we're massive Disney fans as well. Obviously we've been to we've been to Paris like 8 times, I think, to like both of us separately. Together we've been together there probably like twice, but separately we've been there like 8 times altogether. And then I went to Florida when I was a young kid, when I was about in 1994 was the last time I went, and then the recent trip was 2019. So,
well, that wasn't. I say that's not too long ago, but
yeah,
compared to what's changed over there now. Yeah.
So the last time we were there, they were still building Toy Story Land, Avatar.
That's in Disney Florida, but you're talking about Disney Paris.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about Paris. Florida.
Yeah, when we went to Florida in 2019.
Sorry, yeah.
2019 we went to Florida. Paris, we've been like twice within the last 6 months. So we went in March and then November. So we went for November for Christmas, and then we went in March as well.
So let me ask you, if you had to choose Paris or Florida, them two, they're the only ones you could ever visit again, one or the other. Which one would you choose?
Florida over Paris.
Why?
Because I like the entertainment in Florida. The entertainment's a little bit more like, like sort of like the side acts, not so much the characters, but like, like the Dapper Dans and the Casey's Corner pianist and the bands that are about and the marching band and things like that. Paris hasn't got that. But
Florida just
then
has so much more
Paris
to give.
other things. What's that?
Yeah. Florida has so much more to give.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's constantly evolving as well, whereas Paris is still sort of...
Well, Paris is coming along.
A little bit.
It is coming along. They're doing a lot of major work, especially in the studios. So
yes. Yeah, I mean, they're saying, the guys in the chat, obviously we've got Sean from Grumpy Thingbot Dude, Coaster Chicken, Poppy's Adventures, Thompson Life as well. They're saying that Paris is better. Probably because they're saying our Space Mountain inverts. That's the only one in the world that does. It's the only one that goes upside down. It's a better it's a better Space Mountain. And we've got the only Big Thunder Mountain that goes on the island. So yeah, it's a tough one between the two.
Yeah.
Yeah, parts is a bit more superior, but I think as well on to the Iron Man, just with the whole animatronics and everything in the pre-show as well.
Yeah.
So it's definitely that of what was roller coaster and
100%. Yeah, 100%. Huge Marvel fan, so they're always going to be an A+ from us.
Yeah, because Paris has got that as well, because that blew me away when I went there. I mean, I haven't been to California, so when I went there,
we haven't.
The Disney side, the Avengers side is much better, I think, because you haven't got that. You haven't got that in Florida, so.
No, and they can't because of the legalities between Universal and Disney as well. So they've got a few little bits in there, I think, but we can't have what California and what Paris have.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, because it's the one thing with Paris that I get funny with is about the food offerings that they've got there. When we went over there, I do love Paris though, but when we went over there, the food was a little bit that there wasn't much selection of like special foods, or if there was, it wasn't very well put out where it was.
Yeah, I completely agree. And last time we went, I was gluten-free because I was going through testing and whatnot, and so I had to be gluten-free. And eating was quite a struggle there, wasn't it?
Yeah, they didn't really have
quite a struggle. So if you do have allergies, they don't really cater for it as well as Orlando does.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
but hopefully one day they will get.
Yeah, they need to sort of like put out a bit more. What I know, some of it's in French and it is in English as well, but the allergy stuff, they need to sort of like look at that a bit more. I think, like, to say like this has got this in it or this has got that in it. I know they can't exclude everything. Certain things.
And I guess the laws different between France and England, whereas in England, the laws state that we must provide all information of what's in the food. So like if you were to go to a restaurant in England and you ask for the allergy folder, every single thing needs to be listed of what allergens are in there. Even if it's a may contain, it has to be listed there.
Yeah. Yeah, because because a lot of the stuff there is they should really do that, and also offer like more stuff as well, like more, because like you only get, I mean, I know we got the 30th anniversary stuff and there was bits and pieces, but like for like the Star Wars, I mean, if you look at what you look at what America did for the Star Wars event, and then literally they had stuff everywhere, and
they were quite
yeah, but most of they should have, like, I think, like,
we were review because
totally agree.
Yeah, because it's
yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
sorry
because I'm waiting for you to catch up. It's all right. Yeah, it's with it. You have to with the food. There's a lot of like they needed to add a lot more. I think, like for event side, anyway. Literally with event side, they need to add a lot more stuff.
Yeah, I tell you what was amazing though, when we went in 2019, this was to Paris, and it was the Frozen celebration we went, and they did this most amazing banana hot chocolate. I wish they would bring that onto the menu like all the time, because it was like Olaf's hot chocolate, and it had a white chocolate on top, which was Olaf, and then it was a flavored hot chocolate, and I still talk about it to this day. It was so good.
Yeah. I mean, some of the stuff that I've had there is outstanding. Not, I'm saying like I've ate in most of the restaurants in Paris, in Disneyland, like quick service and table service. I think the only one I haven't eaten is Waltz, I think, and the new one in, and the new one in what's the new one in Art of Marvel.
Oh yeah, in the hotel.
Yeah.
We've only ever done Ant-Man's
Pym's
Kitchen. We did, which was and it was when I went, I'm not gluten-free anymore because I don't have to be, but when I went, the waitress took me around every single food and she told me what I can and what I can't have. She then introduced me to the chefs, told them my allergy, and they said, we can make you something up as well. They were incredible. Yeah, they were brilliant in there.
So they stepped up their game in Pym's Kitchen.
Oh, 100%.
I think what helped as well was we made like a small translation card that had it in English that said I'm allergic to wheat and gluten. So then obviously if we had a server or someone that wasn't fluent in English, we could then show them and then they could then assist us that way. They did that in the hotel that we stayed in as well.
Yeah.
And they put you out gluten-free cakes and bread and everything to have your breakfast as well. So I think it's slowly becoming more of a thing, but it's just all about sort of trying to find that right.
Yeah. But luckily I don't need to do that anymore, so that's fine.
Right. Yeah, I mean Pym's Kitchen, I really want to go there. I mean, I had some food in Stark Industries. That was nice in that bit round the corner near.
So I do the pizza slices as well, yeah.
Yeah. That was really nice. I didn't get, because Pym's Kitchen is
Sorry, I think we're lagging. We're then talking over you. I'm so sorry.
That's all right. That's okay. If you obviously with Pim's Kitchen, it's a set price, isn't it? It's like a buffet thing, isn't it? But obviously with the other place, you have to pay. You can just pay per item.
Yeah, so I think for us, like Pim's Kitchen is going to be something that we won't really do again, only because I won't be able to eat there anymore because I did have weight loss surgery. That means I can't eat a lot of food, so it would be such a waste of money for me to go in there and eat like a bit of food, and that's it. So at least we've done it now. I could fill my boots when we were there.
Yeah, because a lot of the a lot of them are, when you have like a set meal, it's very, you do get a lot. I've noticed, like in when the Disney Hotel was open, there's obviously you had the American Grill in there, and obviously the character one. I can't remember the name of that one. Where it was a buffet in there as well, but literally the food in there was like loads. You used to get loads especially in the sit down restaurant in the hotel. Literally, there was so much. You got so much food.
So we've only ever stayed on one on-site hotel, which was Sequoia Lodge. Yeah, I think you've stayed in another hotel before, haven't you?
What, Paris?
Yeah.
No. That's the only one.
Okay. So just Sequoia Lodge, and I do rate it. But usually we stay in High Park, which is around the back of Newport Bay, but not on Disney property. And it's a quicker walk than the Cheyenne.
Wow.
It's great. It's a great hotel.
Yeah, because that's just down a little bit, isn't it? Like I know, because there's like a little village like just south of Disney, isn't it? But not on property.
That's it. Yeah, and it's walking distance. Well, for us, it's walking.
And they put
distance.
like shuttles on as well, which is good as well. So
yeah, the hotel park, they put a shuttle on to Disney, which
as well.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
No,
and
one of the people said they stayed there as well. So
yeah, it's great. It's great. It's clean. And they don't have a restaurant in there, but they have kitchenettes in the rooms. So if you want to cook for yourself, you can. It's great. I rate it, definitely. If you want to do a Disney trip on a budget, I would definitely go there.
And we went to Oswan, I think it's called, the big supermarket, which is big, like basically America's version of Walmart. It's crazy how big it is in there.
It's huge.
But what we did sort of notice was one thing to notice if you do go in there, if you see anything with the 50 cents, like annoying 50 cent sticker on it, it's not that's 50 cent, it's 50 cent off that item. We found that out when we did it once because we came up with these are meant to be 50 cent. Is that no? It's 50 cent off that item.
Right.
They do it a bit differently to how we do it, which is fine.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Have you ever stayed? Obviously, you've not stayed in David Crockett then either, because David Crockett is similar.
You were just reading that one. Yeah, we want to. Now that I'm driving, I passed my driving test last year, and that is something that we want to do, isn't it? We're going to get the Euro. It's not the Eurostar. Eurotunnel over and drive over there, and hopefully, or the ferry. I don't know.
Our last trip, we drove our last trip, and that was amazing. I loved it because you haven't got no hassle. You just put your bags in the boot at your house, and then you get them out when you get to the hotel.
I know. Oh yeah, there's something that we want to do next time.
It will just feel weird on the other side of the road.
Well, you haven't got to worry about that because you don't drive.
This is true. It'll just hang me out.
All it is obviously, you're on the other side of the road. Just got to remember you're on the right when you go around roundabouts. You go on the right hand side round the roundabouts as well. So
and give way to the left.
Yeah. So instead of left round the roundabout, you go right round the roundabout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't picture that in my head for some reason.
It is different. I just want to say hello to hi Dal. How are you doing? That's why another one of the guys come in.
Hey Emma. Hey Kate. Hey everyone. Nice to see you all.
So they basically Yeah, because Poppy and Sean, the Grumpy Theme Park dudes is Poppy's other half. They stay on site. They stay when they go to when they go there. They stay at most of the time. They stay at Davy Crockett when they go on park. But the thing is, if you're a pass holder, you can if you're a annual pass holder. I know they've stopped them now, but for the minute. But if you was an annual pass holder, you could park if you were staying in Davy Crockett, you could drive to one of our hotels and park in their car parks for free and walk around the corner. So that's a lot.
That's a good.
Yeah, that's part of because you're a pass holder, you've got that facility to be able to do that. Obviously, at the minute they've stopped the passes at the minute. Holders.
Yeah, we used to be pass holders, but obviously we don't have them anymore. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, the one hotel next time we go, the one hotel I really want to stay in is the Disneyland Hotel when that reopens.
Yeah. I definitely want to stay in there as well. Yeah, my other half, Jodie, she definitely wants to stay in there as well. It's going to be very dear though, because I mean the tier system in the Disneyland, the tier system in the the prices in the New York hotel, they're high, but these are they're another level. So
yeah.
So I'm slightly disappointed that they got rid of. I don't know if you've been, but the Buffalo Bills Wild West show. That was good. They no longer got that, which I think it was really good actually for what we paid. You get the a buy and not buffet, but like a meal and a show. It was quite a good value for money, but it's just a shame that one's gone. Really, I don't know.
Didn't really.
Did you get a chance to go or?
No, I didn't. I didn't get a chance. I wish I did. Before they stopped that. I went to go in that new pub as well, the one that's replaced Ludwig's Castle. I went and looked at the price of that place, and that is so expensive. So expensive.
I think it's all. I think across the board now, that's how it's going to be. You're not going to find somewhere, especially in a theme park, that's going to be cheaper. If you're going to go somewhere like this, you need to expect to spend some money at least. But I didn't rate Buffalo Bills. Is it called Buffalo Bills?
Yeah, it was Buffalo Bills.
Wild West show. I personally didn't rate it. That's only because I'm the kind of person that when I'm eating my dinner, I'm eating my dinner. I don't want to be distracted by other things as well. I like to focus on what I'm doing, what I'm eating, take my time. And I get quite a lot of sensory overload. So for me, I was a bit like, I can't deal with this. I want to get out of here.
Yeah, because I mean, people are saying that they would love to stay in the other hotels and stuff and that, but they're just too expensive.
Yeah, it is. Because when we looked last time for Disneyland Hotel, it worked out cheaper for us to go to Florida, or it worked out if we spent just a little bit more money, we could go to Florida.
Yes.
I think it.
Yeah.
Why don't we go to Florida then?
Yeah, Florida's. Some of the hotels are better than others, obviously, but then again, I do like Disney because I do like. I said that if you said that, but Paris is closer as well. So
yeah.
That's the other thing it's got for it. It's that sort of park on your doorstep.
You can buy visas and everything else, and
yeah. I mean, there's other parks in Europe.
Yeah, I think we got which is not far from Disney at all.
Yeah, that's literally right there, isn't it? So, yeah.
But I've only ever been there once, and about 12 at the time, so it changed a lot.
Yeah. I mean, it's the there's obviously there's parks on the way down to it as well. So like obviously you've got parks in Belgium as well, and obviously Germany as well. But obviously it is probably the biggest park in Europe. At the minute, anyway.
So we follow,
at the minute.
Yeah, absolutely. So we follow Theme Park Worldwide. So this is where we learn about all these different theme parks that we can go to in Europe. So we are kind of thinking of all these places that we want to go to, and we're able to watch them and think, do we want to go? Not want to go there? This, that, the other. And I really enjoy them. I think they're. You're not so much the biggest fan of them, are you? I love them, but
I'm not either. It's only because he's. I mean, he's okay, but he doesn't communicate very well. That's the only thing. He's all right when you're talking. Yeah. When he's vlogging, he's okay, but when he's talking to you face to face, he's different. So,
I couldn't say because I've never met the guy or anything, and I don't like talk to them on Instagram or comment on it. I literally just watch their YouTube videos, so I can't comment on anything else.
Yeah,
but I enjoy that. I enjoy the content give because it helps me do our research for what we want to do.
Yes, yeah. I mean, I used to watch. To be honest, I used to watch his channels originally myself when I first started, and that's what with him and Jack and also Digital Dan, Lift Hills and Thrills. I've met Sean and he's really nice. Think people like that. And then all these guys in the chat as well. These guys in the chat are absolutely amazing. I know we met first time I met all these guys was at Alton Towers on opening day on the 18th. So they were all there.
I think leading on to the theme park community, I think it's such a diverse group of people who have the love for the same thing. And I think that's why we can all have like this relationship with each other.
Adrenaline junkies.
Adrenaline junkies, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's such a nice community to be a part of as well. And I think we found like our niche of what we like to do and where we want to be. And things are growing with us and we're going places with
it. I think also as well, Tim and Jen Tracker, they I think inspired the bits as well.
They were the main
they're
ones.
amazing.
We were actually quite lucky. So when we went to Florida, it was our last night before we were due to go home. And I said to Amy, joking, wouldn't it be funny if we just saw Tim and Jen because it was the first night of the Christmas fireworks show that they had.
Jingle Bell,
Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam. Yeah. And we were like, wouldn't it be funny if we saw them? And I literally looked to my right and I was like, they're literally
there. He is.
And then there was another couple called Tom and Sophie. I think they've had a lid now and they're on YouTube for a while, but we managed to meet them as well. Yeah. So that was quite a.
But Tim and Jen were the nicest people we've ever met. Honestly, they're so lovely.
Like Rick's Flicks over in Universal. He's really cool.
Yeah, I watch them too. Yeah.
The Zoodaloopers. I don't know if you know them.
No.
Or the Park Hoppers. Have you heard of
them?
We're
still quite new to the game. We only really started vlogging theme parks maybe last September. Is when we first started doing actual theme parks.
Yeah.
So we're still new and
adapting and building relationships. We are currently.
I only started last March, so.
Yeah.
So I'm still learning my feet, but I met all these guys. I met all these guys literally off the back of me starting my channel. So, but we just do it. Yeah. We just did it to make memories.
Yeah, that's the same thing for us.
And it's just snowballed.
Yeah, and that's the same with us because he started off on Instagram, and Emma Love Her literally took us under her wing, and kind of gone from there. Really,
and introduced us to others and stuff. Yeah. So it was really, really good.
Emma Pixie Dust we're talking about, by the way.
I remember she's in the chat as well. Emma Pixie Dust.
She is, yeah.
She's in the chat.
So that we it's like a big thanks to her that we've been able to do what we do, because she's the one who kind of contacted us and
kind of
because I see on your
I see her. And she likes this as well, which is, so much thanks to her, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I see you on her quiz, and that's how I met you guys. So
yeah, absolutely.
We managed to wear the same T-shirt somehow, weirdly.
yeah. I don't know how that happened. I really don't know. I need to see that film yet. I still haven't seen it yet, but I need to see it.
We haven't seen it either. The new
Guardians.
But
I might. The thing is, a lot of the stuff I might wait for it to come out on Disney Plus anyway, because it's going to hit Disney Plus.
Yeah,
anyway,
that's what we're doing. The cinema's so expensive now.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is pretty much. It is very much.
And I think
so. Your
trend.
Scott. So your drawings are amazing.
Yeah. So thank you. So I'm still a bit overwhelmed and new with this thing. So some of you that may know me in the chat, like an example, but others may not. But I suffer with obviously ADHD, as you can see. And my sort of input and way I cope with it is just drawings, really. Loads of Disney drawings, loads of mashups and stuff. So sometimes I'll draw, sometimes I trace. But what normally happens is I normally tend to do a digital image first. I've got a representation of how I want it to look and then have it printed out so it's next to me, because I'm one of these that has to draw visually. You couldn't just give me a pen and paper and go, here you go, draw something outside, because I'd be like, what's going on? I have to have that visual representation. I can show you some of mine actually now. Let me just get the...
your artwork is amazing though.
Oh gosh, sorry.
There should be a small one down there as well.
All right.
So this is my big drawings. So there's a few mixtures, so just bear with.
Yeah.
You might have to help.
Oh.
So if you're a gamer, the Crash Bandicoot with everything.
Oh wow.
And then Pokemon. You've got like the evolution of Ghastly Gengar, and then Pikachu and Maichu upside down. But
sorry.
Yeah,
that's all right. And then obviously the Caterpie Butterfree Metapod. So I sort of had a bit of a mixture. This is one of my favourite pieces. This took me, I think, about 4 or 5 weeks to do. Along ones.
Oh wow!
It's made up of like all of his different
shoes,
like parts of shoes and stuff.
Parts of his body.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
This one, if you're a gamer, you know.
Oh.
If you know, you know.
Sorry, Scott.
With all the perks. Call of Duty Zombies.
Yes.
And then I did a bit of DC.
Oh, that is cool. That is amazing.
And then I saw there's a guy on TikTok that I saw. He's called Eric's Art Fest or something, but he got me into. He basically done a digital, and I wanted to draw it myself. So it's Stitch's Tigger with Scrumpus Piglet.
And you did get his permission to draw it.
And I did get his permission to draw it. And he's just inspired me to do them as others. So Stitch's Pikachu. And you might notice that there's a theme here because Stitch is my favourite character.
Right, yeah.
There's Stitch as the main mouse and Dr. Facilio.
Oh, wow.
I did Stitch as Maverick.
Oh, wow.
And I even got the little badge on his chest as well.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Then Angel Cinderella. Angel Cinderella.
Oh, wow.
Really this is my favourite one.
This is Amy's favourite one.
This is my favourite one that he did of Elsa. He's always given her like a sharp look.
Yeah. That is awesome.
Really. Yeah, I really like this one.
If you're a Harry Potter fan,
yeah, I love Harry Potter. Oh, I love that. That is cool.
And then also a Power Rangers one I did of Angel as a pink Power Ranger.
Oh wow! Oh yeah,
with the command center and then her logo.
Yeah, that is awesome.
So that's most of my good ones. I've got my little art station set up next to our station here.
So we're at my desk. This is where I do my writing and whatnot, and then Scott has his desk where he does his artwork. So but I can't really show you because you're technically on the computer.
Yeah,
so.
and I've done like Space Jam and stuff like that. I've also done some wood engravings. I'm going to show you on my phone. Hopefully, it shows up clearly.
So Lindsay's asking you a question. She's close to head. It's James's other half.
Oh yeah.
What house are you?
What house are you?
I'm Slytherin. And proud, by the way.
I can't remember what I was.
You're Hufflepuff.
Oh, yeah, Hufflepuff. Oh. I don't really follow Harry Potter as much as you do, but
I'm a Hufflepuff as well.
So I've done one of those. That was for one of my work colleagues. So basically, her other half likes Man United. So that's like the Man United ships at the bottom of the sea. And he likes Hard Gums, which is the border. And then obviously she's a Ravenclaw. So.
Oh wow!
I've also done. I also do engravings as well. So you might not see it properly on here, but that was like an old mirror that someone was giving away, these old mirrors from IKEA, and I just sanded them down, painted, and then engraved.
Oh wow, they're amazing.
So that's Merida. And then yeah, so that was a before picture of it.
Oh,
so
wow.
I do like a before. I only had a few of them. So, and then I'm just trying to find my best engraving that I've done or engravings.
Oh wow, they are cool. They're
it's definitely something that keeps me going.
Yes. Yeah. So do you suffer going to? Do you does it make you like? How does it affect you though?
So it's more sort of it's hard to explain really, but it's more sort of outbursts and stuff. And like for example, waiting in queues, it's just is a no for me. So that's why we're kind of handy that obviously with the Disney parks and the theme parks, they do have those sort of access passes available, which is we sometimes go through that a little bit on our channels as well.
Yeah.
And also with the theme parks, we're doing sort of like what rides are plus size and tall friendly because I'm 6'6" and quite a bit large, shall we say, more broad. So we do some of that, but I think it's very good that they have that. But I think you do get people, which you're bound to get. We do get people that are always like, oh, you're not disabled. Why do you need this and stuff? But there's actually quite a funny story on that. So we were at Thorpe Park, and with my ADHD, I'm one of the people. If you annoy me, you're going to get, and you're just going to go. I'm going to go and go and go until you actually leave yourself, sort of thing, which is one of my traits. But this bloke was like going off on one night, really going off, going, "You're not disabled, you know this." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And just to prove a point, I said, "What ride are you on next?" And I literally stood in the whole queue behind him going, "Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet?" And I started shaking him, and he was like,
"It was the worst day of my life."
All right.
But I had to prove a point because some people, they
some people don't realise that disabilities can be invisible.
Yes, you're right.
People are disabled and you cannot see it.
Exactly.
So you just need to be kind. really, but we're lucky we have this in place. And you know, it's not that you can just skip the queue. That's not what it is. It's you given a time, and say the queue is 50 minutes long, so 50 from now is when you can come back, right? He can go off and do something else, whether, because he likes to play the carnival games, we can go play the carnival games, we can go to the arcade, then it's our time to ride. So we're still queuing, we're just doing it in a different way.
Virtual queue,
Virtual queue.
Yeah.
So for some people that want to hear that may not know, so and we go through a bit more detail on our channel anyway on some other videos, but currently at the moment with the Merlin parks, Legoland and Chesington do it virtually. So you it's done on an app, and you can you basically reserve the ride, they scan it, and then it will not let you book another ride to go on until that time's done. And we noticed with Chesington, I think in our previous vlog I mentioned it, but for like the main rides, you can only sort of book it once that day if it's like an not over capacity, but a really busy day, just
At
to allow
capacity day.
And then Alton Towers and Thorpe Park are the only ones that are still on paper at the moment, so they'll write down the time and you can come back.
I think they do need to catch up though with the times. Like, stop using the paper. Everyone's on apps now. You know, that's going to save them lots of money in the long run as well.
And we're also sort of getting a bit more progression with so we're not going to mention the charity, but we donate our toys that we win from the carnival games to charity anyway. And some of the bigger ones that they can't take, that may be too big or have like the little beads in, we will sell on, but then we give the money to this charity. But we've currently been in conversation with them about getting a partnership sorted and stuff. So we can promote them and they can promote us.
Well, we signed the contract last night, so hopefully when things are all set in stone, we can come out and talk about it a little bit more. But at the moment, we have to kind of not say too much until it's set in stone. But that's
a positive, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because you need, you know, it needs to be sort of like a bit more like level across the board, like with all the parks, because all different parks have different, you know, things, even inside, as you said, even inside Merlin and inside other parks. I think that it needs to be across the board for ride access, because like there should be, I know Nimbus, I've heard of Nimbus, and I know that's like one of them ones. I think Tower's still with Nimbus, I think. But basically they should have it across the board, like one company, one app, and it deals with everything. Like across, like all the parks should go to one person.
Merlin acts as an umbrella, and then all the theme parks are their own companies. It's just Merlin owns them.
Yeah,
I believe that's how it works.
Because I think what we noticed as well was I noticed anyway with some of the carnival games, especially, is that some of the parks, especially the basketball, the ones I picked up the most on is the basketball ones, and it's like you can have 4 balls for £10, whereas some of the other two of the other parks have 5 balls for £10, and you're like, well, hang on a minute, where's this? It's all done by HB Leisure, so why isn't it?
But I guess that's the discretion of the company based on the sales of each park. Because they, at the end of the day, they are a business and they're there to make money. That's what they're there for. So if they find, say, at Chesington, more people are playing the basketball game, they are going to charge a higher rate at that park, because that's where they're going to make the most money. Yes. And fair play to them, really, you know. Business is business.
Yeah, I think that it needs to be a lot more sort of, you know, like a lot more like streamlined and a lot more what do you call it? I'm trying to think of the word. Uniformed. That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Merlin have got quite a lot of tidying up to do. Because then, you know, at Chesington, my friend used to work at Chesington, and their slogan was, I'm looking at her picture right now, it's right there. Their slogan was, we need to beat the mouse. And I was thinking, there's no way you guys are beating the mouse if you're acting this way. Not a chance.
I don't think that
they're ever going to do it.
I think obviously you've got parks that obviously, you know, Merlin control most of the parks in the UK, most of the big ones anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously the rest of their stuff is around the country as well. But obviously they still, you know, they're not going to beat, no way going to come close to beating, even though we love the parks here, they're not going to beat Mickey Mouse. Not even close.
But I think the only other company who's going to do that is Universal.
Yes. I mean, when they open Epic Universe in Florida, that's going to be, I don't know, that's going to pretty much, because that's like 3 parks to 4 then in Disney, in Florida. So, and if they offer more than what, you know, than what Disney do, then, and they've got hotels on site as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
they do indeed. But I think with people with Disney, I think they go because of the nostalgia and the kid-like atmosphere it brings to you. Because I can say for myself, when I walk through them gates, all of my worries are left. I forget I'm even human when I go to Disney.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because I think it's a lot more better. I think. I think that Disney makes you feel, you know, with Universal it's like obviously ride based and things like that. But with Disney it's a different feeling altogether.
Yeah, they at Disney literally have something for everybody.
And the theming as well. Theming as well is just, there's always something new to be looking at, whereas Universal it's just kind of like,
well, I've been twice and I still haven't done everything in Magic Kingdom. I haven't even been across the whole plot of Walt Disney World because it's so huge.
Yeah.
And that's just one part of the company. You've got California, Paris, Tokyo, Shanghai, Hong Kong, Hawaii.
Yeah, Hawaii's another story though, isn't it? Hawaii's a completely different thing. It is a completely different thing. So, you know, with Hawaii.
Yeah.
But and then you've got the cruise ships as well, you know. It's huge. Absolutely mad.
Just expanding, like it feels like every day they're expanding, doesn't it?
The only thing I wish they would do is literally make their holidays more affordable for people, because unless you save for like 2 years, a family of 4 are going to find it very difficult to do that.
Especially because they do it for the school holidays as well, don't they? That's when they up the prices, because they know that's when the children can come out, and they know that if they take the children out beforehand, they can get fined. So I think that's why they need to sort of readjust it. But if you're multi-million company, you're going to keep the money coming in, aren't you?
Money's money. Business is business. Yeah. That's what I say.
But... because it's with you know, if you look at the size of them, you know, as you said, like they have got other places, but then they have got other places, but the what was I saying? Disney have got other places in the world, obviously, but then Universal have too, because Universal obviously have got the parks over in California.
Yeah,
as well as Disney have.
Universal are opening a new park in.
Yeah. So it's
yeah. So it's going to be more children based, but
yeah. The new park in Florida. That's why we're waiting to go out. We're going to go out in 2025. Because we're waiting for Epic to open. Was Epic supposed to open like in the summer 2025? So we're planning to go out there for them.
We are planning to go next year for Christmas, depending.
Right. What to Disney World?
Yeah, to Florida, because we don't work over Christmas. We get our leave because we work with children, so we're not in during Christmas. So we get 2 weeks leave. We take a week off annual leave, which we can take 3 weeks to go out there.
Right. Yeah, so that's.
So
I mean,
that's
Christmas
something
time,
that's in the works, but.
Christmas time is amazing over there. Like when we went in 2019, we went in November, so just after it switched from Halloween to Christmas, and we paid for the Christmas party while we were out there as well.
Yeah, it's really good, isn't it?
Yeah, the very Merry Christmas party.
I'd like to do the Halloween party, but I don't think we'll ever be there at that time of year.
It's amazing. It probably is. But I mean, I wish that because Paris, I don't think Paris do. I don't know if they do parties. I've not seen any parties there.
They do soirees, they do, but they're I don't know if they've done one for a while, but it's usually only for annual pass holders. Because when we went there, they had a Halloween party and the park closed to all other guests, but it was annual pass holders only. But it was like one night only. They don't do it over a whole stretch like Florida do. It's one night only. That's it, over and done with. They don't do it like Florida do. Right.
Yeah, because like you have it on certain nights, don't you? Like in Disney World,
yeah.
It is like it's on certain nights. You don't get it every night, but obviously, like the party side anyway, where you're like you're away from the people because you have to pay extra and go for a different route, and then you get, because of your wristband, you get free food and stuff like that. But you have to go and find it in the park. But at least with that, it's all like on the sheet that you get on the map, because you still get a proper map of it as well, which is really cool.
Yeah, such a nice souvenir as well, isn't it? We still got ours from 2016.
I've lost track of how many souvenirs we got.
We had we bought ourselves a note, like a big notebook, and every souvenir, the buttons we got, the maps, we stuck it all in there, and then that's our keepsake of our holiday.
Because we actually, I think the reason why we got so much souvenirs is because we got engaged when we were out there, and they when they see the badge, they love it over there, didn't they? They're just that, like, oh, here, have this for free. And you're like, by the end of it, you've like, you feel like you should have bought an extra suitcase to get it all in.
And then it was your birthday 3 days later.
Oh yeah, that too, yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's the thing. Like they do go over, like when they see certain things like Disney, they really do sort of like act on that. They see something, that you may say, oh, it's your birthday, or your wedding, or things like that, and they do go over the top. They make sure that you.
There's something they don't do in Paris. Well, we've never noticed they do that in Paris.
They don't
Apart
do it
from
much.
the one time when you got not Excalibur. Pew pew pew.
Oh, Galactic Hero.
Galactic Hero, yeah. So I heard pew pew pew.
We knew what you meant. It's fun.
Yeah, because it's it is very much different. But then again, as you said, if I could have Disney, if I could have the Disney parks here, then it'd be so much better.
Yeah.
Or the parks. I know France haven't got. I love France. I love Disney France. Paris, like, massively. But I wish they would have put it in the UK. But then Merlin are here, so they probably never want permission.
Also, I just worry that, being a British person myself, would we as British people ruin it? And I don't mean that in a horrible way, but when you look at our towns and everything, it's like, is the UK
Maybe
the
not.
best place?
Yeah,
to
yeah.
be?
No, but then again, if you look at America, I mean, France is different, but some places in America are, you know, can be as bad. Some of the neighborhoods in like New York and stuff can be as bad as our neighborhoods. So it's just how Disney do things, and they always, Poppy's saying that British people would ruin it.
Rock up in their tracksuits halfway down by their.
And I'm saying the British person. I'm a British person, and
yeah, me too. I mean, it's like Fort Park. You know what happened at Fort Park and how much security you got to go through to get into Fort Park now.
Oh, Fort Park is on another level where they need to invest so much into that park to make it that park. And I say that every time we go there has got so much
potential.
So much potential. That park.
It has.
I
mean, it's going to get a big boost now, but
with Project Exodus,
it's just the theming there. I think is really odd. Like the amateur side, I don't really get it. And where Saw and Colossus and Sam, like, do something with that area. Like, just make it so immersive for everybody as well. Like, honestly, there's so many people that go there anyway, but you'll have so many more people rolling in to just experience what's around. Like, Chessington has come so far up. That's one of my favorite UK parks.
A lot of people do for theming. A lot of people love Chessington for theming.
Yeah, it's incredible, absolutely incredible. And Legoland as well is one of my favorites.
Especially with Jumanji coming in on Monday. Jumanji comes in on Monday, so
yeah, we're really gutted. Like, Chessington's our home park. It's about 20-minute drive from us, and we can't be there because we're both working on Monday. So I'm absolutely gutted. But
yeah, me too. I was booked to go. And then I got my new job, and I can't go now. So I'm gonna have to wait until get paid to reactivate my Merlin passes before I can even go. So I haven't been to a theme park since I went to Disney, which was, I don't know. Well, I haven't been to a theme park since the 18th of March. So.
Oh, you need to get your flicks. We're going to Drayton Manor in July.
Oh, yeah, I went to Drayton.
3rd. Yeah, I haven't been there since I was 13. That's the last time I went there. So it's going to be like, for me, it's going to be like going into a new theme park, same as for you.
I did go to Drayton, but I didn't pay for that. I used like Tesco's vouchers and paid for that. But that's my home park, Drayton Manor. It's like 35 minutes away from my house.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, you told me that, didn't you, Scott?
Yeah,
you told me that. Yeah. So like the other weekend, we went down to Warwick Castle, and
that's around the corner from me, literally. That's like 5-minute drive away.
Oh, you live in a posh place.
I live in Leamington Spa.
Oh, very nice.
Well,
we live in Zone 9, just outside of London.
my parents live in London, so I grew up in London. So
yeah, I can hear it. It. I grew up in Clapham, but then I moved here.
But I think we're going to probably go to Thorpe Park, not this weekend coming, probably not this weekend, not next week, probably the weekend after, because I'm busy next
we're very busy for the next few weeks. We're like doing personal things, nothing to do with our YouTube channel.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to go and see.
We do a backlog of videos, so because we only upload every Sunday, we sort of get videos where we can, and then we put them up in a queue, and then that way we know that we've got a fallback if we were unable to get out for a week. So,
that's a good idea. I never thought of that.
Mm-hmm.
But so a lot of guys are leave. See you later, guys.
Well,
a lot of guys are
thank you for having us on your show today.
You're welcome.
And I'm gonna show you into a sneak peek on a current project I'm working on. I don't normally do this.
All right.
But again, it's Power Rangers. I just need to finish it off.
Oh my god. He's like my favorite ever. He is my favorite.
Have you seen the Netflix one yet?
No, but I'm so sad that he died. You know, I'm so sad that he died. I was when I found out he passed away, I was so gutted. So I mean, he's a childhood. I think he's done a lot of he was under a lot of pressure. I think to transition from Power Rangers out of Power Rangers, and I know he's doing MMA, but he was trying to transition out of Power Rangers, and I think he got stuck in Power Rangers, and he weren't able to move on from that.
Sad. Very sad.
It's really sad though, really. But his new film, I don't know if they're going to release his new film, and I want to see that. White Dragon.
Maybe they will.
I'm hoping they release White Dragon because it looks awesome, and it is a sort of Power Rangers movie, but it's not Power Rangers. It's nothing to do with Power Rangers. It's the same sort of suits and stuff, but I'm hoping that they release that film because they need to release that.
I'm sure if enough people want it, they will.
Yeah.
And then again, I think it's just if the family would want that as well, because I know like they probably filmed it, but you've got to then think of what the family might want as well, because they might not want that.
I think that's where it's tricky though, because that was his job and that's what he did. So I don't know if the family would have say, because he signed into a binding contract for that film.
Yeah, I mean his daughter was talking about, his daughter's a singer and she's on Instagram and TikTok. And she sang a song, she released a song when he died. And she's always talking about him and stuff. And they were talking about at one point her being a Green Ranger at some point, like, because obviously I don't know whether she is an MMA fighter or anything, but he's been a martial arts expert since he was a kid. So but obviously he must have had some demons somewhere that couldn't let him carry on, I guess. That's the only thing. And the pressure gets to everybody. So
yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's an awesome picture. Amazing.
Yeah. Amazing. No, thank you very much. Thank you everyone for obviously joining in to see Rans and us. We appreciate the invite, Rans. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much. It was really kind of you to invite us.
I know some of the people in the chat have already liked our pictures and stuff, so thank you very much for that.
We will be following you back as well.
We'll go through it all, but
I mean, if you want, we've got I don't know if you're part of our community, are you or not? You're on Instagram, aren't you? Yeah, you are on Instagram. Yeah, are you part of our community?
I don't think so.
So we've got a community group, all of us, that we talk to on a daily basis. I don't know if you would ever want to be in that or not. It's up to you. If you want to, let me know. And we sort of share. We don't. It does ping a lot. It does go off. I normally during the day I put my phone on silent. But I mute and I catch up with it. But we've also got, like, on YouTube, we've got it's a positivity. It's called Theme Park Positivity. So we've got that, and then also, but then you can share like your pictures to the group if you want, and also on the YouTube side, we have like I've created on my account, I've created a Theme Park Positivity playlist, so I can add you to that, and everybody watches the videos inside that. But what we do is we change them every so often, like every sort of like couple of weeks or so. So then there's new content, and we don't let it build up. We sort of take stuff off, put stuff back on. So then it sort of like promotes other people, and if you come onto the group and stuff like that, they may start obviously follow you on Instagram, follow you on YouTube as well, and then that'll help push your channel as well, if for publicity. That's the reason why I do this show as well, because it shares other people's channels.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why I do it.
Yeah, absolutely. We'd love to. We love meeting new people as well. We like having a big community around us, don't we?
Interested in the same things, because not everyone's interested in the same things.
Because
I also forgot to mention
Em's on the group. Em's on the positivity. She's actually part of the positivity group anyway. She actually created it first of all. So yeah, and her and a guy called Steve. He's Thrills and Food. He's based in Blackpool. He's based in Blackpool. But a lot of the guys from Towers, like obviously you've got Dale, the Coaster Capturers. You've got Sam Coaster Tog. I don't know if you heard of them. So all that. Sam's a brilliant photographer. He's an amazing photographer. Because he's a freelance wedding photographer. So, but there's loads of people on there. So I could add you to the group if you want. Let me know if you want to be added to the group. And then
we do.
Yeah, okay, I will do. I'll add you to the group, and then you'll see the comments that come out. We sort of like just we sort of talk, and sort of like if anything's coming up, like new videos and stuff, we post them in there. Or if everybody's wants to like premiere a video or something like that, they let us know and stuff like that. So yeah, so we all can sort of like keep on top of everything. Yeah.
I also got to mention as well, obviously with my ADHD, I also do, as you probably know, because I've done one for your gaming YouTube, I also do like profile pictures and just profile pictures and stuff. So if anyone wants anything done, just let me know. I'm always having these ADHD creativity moments, so just send me a message on either on our Instagram, Adventure with Scott and Amy, or
he doesn't charge, by the way.
No, free of charge, or mine that's ADHD Disney 91. And I was going
to ask you, because I don't know if you've seen it, but I've just opened. I'm planning to run the marathon again next April, and I've started a channel because I haven't run for so long, and I've created a YouTube channel to record my journey from nothing, because I haven't run properly in a long time. So basically it's like me starting from scratch, but my body's got like muscle memory anyway, because I've run 5 London marathons. So but basically what I was trying to do is I've created a channel, but obviously it's just my picture on the channel at the minute. And I was going to ask you if you could do an inspiration and do like a running. It's called Runs Rans Run, my YouTube channel.
I think we're following you. I think we're subscribed to you on that one.
Yeah, I'll have a look. Leave it with me, and I'll unlock my creativity side. Yeah,
whatever you think of. I mean, I'll leave it in your hands, Scott. And I know from the gaming one's amazing, because I put it on my gaming channel straight away, and it's on my Instagram as well, and on my So
yeah, no, that's fine. I will do that for you. But yeah, thank you everyone again for watching.
Thank you so much.
Nice meeting you all.
And we will catch you all later. So for me and Amy, it's adios amigos.
Au revoir, darlings.
See you later. Bye. Yeah, so that was Scott and Amy. Adventures with Scott and Amy. It's an amazing couple. Also, amazing group of people. As I said, so I'm going to add them into the group. Please check them out on YouTube. I've put the comments below. Please check them out. I'll put their link to their stuff below. If you want to follow them on Instagram and YouTube. Thanks very much for watching Rand's Adventures, and we'll see you next time on the channel. Bye for now. Don't forget to join us at Friday 8 PM for Theme Park Chat.